is ready to turn up the heat. Highly decorated and highly motivated to one day wear the welterweight belt. But first, he meets a force from the Twin Cities. Nick the Goat Thompson is a good wrestler who has proven to be very adept at submissions, winning a high percentage of his fights with a variety of finishing holds. His 25 mixed martial arts wins include victories over UFC veterans Josh Neer and Brian Gassaway. Thompson made the most of his debut at UFC 56, defeating Keith Wisniewski by unanimous decision. Thompson trains with UFC veterans Dave Strasser and Sean Shirk, and he is well prepared for his second go-round in the octagon.
I think I can really hurt him with one of my rights and either get him into a submission just because he's hurt or possibly knock him out.
23-year-old Karo the Heat Parisyan has put on some of the most spectacular displays of judo that have ever been seen in mixed martial arts. He combines throws, ground and pound, and submissions into one deadly package. In his last 4 fights, he has scored impressive victories over Nick Diaz, Shoney Carter, Chris Lido, and Matt Serra. Tonight, Parisyan's march towards the title continues.
I see myself throwing a couple of punches, throwing with a nice judo throw, getting on top, punching some elbows, see a little blood, finish with a submission.
Coming up next, Nick the Goat Thompson takes on Karo the Heat Parisyan. I'll tell you one thing, the Goat keeps busy. Nick the Goat Thompson from the Twin Cities Law School at the University of Minnesota, the most active fighter in the world really in the last year with 15 fights. And ironically, Joe, 2 of his training partners, Dave Strasser and Sean Shirk, have both fought Karo Parisyan.
He's an unusual guy. He's got a lot of experience. 25-8, like you said, he fought 15 times this year. We've seen him against Keith Wisniewski. Very unorthodox guy. One of the first guys ever to win a mixed martial arts bout by a twister. Eddie Bravo's favorite move. He's a very good fighter, very well-rounded, very unorthodox, and as you can tell by his dance moves, he's got rhythm.
Now, as you can tell from his dance moves, I hope he's a good fighter. All right, I'll be back with you when I get done jamming.
He is that. He is definitely a good fighter.
Nick Thompson wrestled collegiately at Wisconsin, set to fight in the octagon for the second time. He is riding an 8-fight win streak. And here comes the heat.
Yeah, baby, with the natural Randy Couture in his corner.
I've seen these 2 guys train at the Bomb Squad together in Hollywood. You want to talk about experience? Karo the Heat Parisyan was fighting grown men in judo tournaments when he was 13 years old. I mean, it's hard to believe this guy is only 23 years old because he's been around mixed martial arts for a long time now. He has spectacular judo. Judo that actually works in the cage. Beautiful throws. He's world-class judo guy. He was in the top 3 in the country at one point in time, trying out for the United States Judo Olympic team. He's an incredibly strong grappler. I've had the chance to roll with this guy, and he's really powerful. Incredible base, great submissions, good striking, but his strength is certainly in judo and in submissions.
A judo black belt, a grappling world black belt, judo international champion, Pan-American judo silver medalist, grappling champion, BJJ national champion, 6 junior national judo crowns, as highly decorated in his particular discipline as anyone who has ever entered the octagon.
Oh, for sure. He is definitely the best judo player that we have ever seen inside the cage. His base is fantastic. He's got incredible core strength. And if he ties you up, man, you're going flying.
And his lone loss in the octagon to the #1 contender in the welterweight division, George St. Pierre. So it's the GOAT and the Heat.
Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight, the Armenian Karo Parisyan, 23 years old. Thompson is 24, 3 inches taller. He will have a 3-inch reach advantage. Once again, with the official introductions of this welterweight matchup, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, the fighter standing in the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter who holds a professional record of 22 wins with 8 losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall and weighed in officially at 171 pounds. Fighting out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, Nick the Goat Thompson! And now introducing his opponent, standing in the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist who holds a professional record of 22 wins with 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighed in officially at 170 pounds. Fighting out of North Hollywood, California, Karo the Heat Parisyan. When the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Mario Yamasaki.
And the beautiful Amber set to get this one underway. Welterweight matchup, 170-pounders. The GOAT and the Heat, Nick Thompson and Karo Parisyan. Mario Yamasaki, our referee.
There you go, young. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go!
And here we go! Watch for the reach advantage. Karo already got a smile on his face. Here's a guy who loves to bring it. Thompson in the short red trunks and in the dark trunks, the Heat.
Kyle's tied him up. He's got an overhook on the right side, and bang, he's down. That's what I'm talking about. If Karo ties you up, you're in a lot of trouble. It's hard to get used to that kind of judo ability. You don't train with guys that are as good as Karo. You're not going to be used to it once you get in the cage with him.
And as you talked about before, he's adapted without the gi.
Yes, yeah, for sure. He's excellent with overhooks and underhooks. Like I said, he's got phenomenal base and really great core strength.
Half guard right now. And now a closed guard by Nick Thompson. Nick is long and lean, and that is one thing that is different between these two opponents. Much more compact is Karo Parisyan, the youngster from North Hollywood, California. His first 2 losses were to Sean Shirk, Thompson's training partner, but I mean, Shirk and Thompson are really nothing alike.
No, nothing alike.
From body type just to everything else.
Karo's got to get out of Nick Thompson's guard here in order to get something going. He stepped 1 leg over, now he's in half guard. He's going to get that right leg out from in between Nick's 2 legs. Once he does that, he's still on top here, so he's okay.
Nice.
Good job by Nick Thompson.
Yep, adjusted very well there, didn't he?
And Nick getting a hold of Karo's leg. He's not going to get Karo Parisyan in a leg lock. That guy's got some sick leg locks. And great leg lock defense. Back to the half guard.
Karo always stays busy. He'll look to pass here. Some swings, couple of misses. Close guard again. The length of Thompson. Thompson catches Karo Parisyan.
Good punch by Thompson from the bottom there.
Karo trying to set one up. He may try to pass guard here. Yep. Side control. No. Half guard. We've seen him try to spin and almost fake that punch to get himself into side control before, Joe.
He does that a lot in training as well. He does the cartwheel pass, but it's a little dangerous in MMA when a guy can kick you from the bottom.
Trying to get that right leg free. Working the shoulder now of Nick Thompson. Nick, as you said, doing a nice job from his back. Oh, there's some good strikes there by Parisyan. Let's see again what he'll do here. He'll look to either throw or to pass. And there's the throw, swing and a miss. You got to be careful there. You go throwing full force onto this mat, you can break your own hand with a miss.
For sure. Karo's doing a really good job of keeping Nick. Oh, look at that. Right when I said that, Nick reverses him. Now Karo's on his back.
How comfortable is Karo on his back?
He's comfortable in any position. He's an excellent grappler. Look for him to grab a hold of a leg or to try to sweep here.
Now, ground and pound is the specialty of Nick Thompson. Basically another judo takedown, if you will. Not the big throw, but the takedown. First he blocked up the arm, takes him down, locks up the leg, and it's the same result.
Karo is very strong. When you roll with him, he's exceptionally strong. I mean, very kind of, it's unexpected how strong he is.
Randy Couture calling for the elbow from Parisyan's corner.
First of 3 5-minute rounds. Same position we've seen a couple of times. Even kicking up the opponent, if you will, but not down the opponent.
He's inside control now.
And he's got the ability to push his opponent up against the fence and take away some of his ability to spin out of it.
This is a bad spot for Nick Thompson here. Carl's mounted him. Now he's in a lot of trouble. This could be the beginning of the end right here.
Parisyan trying to turn up the heat. Thompson trying to stay active, but Parisyan doing a great job of not being buckled. Bloodied up is Nick Thompson on the bottom. Oh, now he's big time bloodied up. This is the beginning of the end here. Karo Parisyan trying to finish it off. 23 seconds remaining in the round.
Carl's got his back.
That's it. And it is all over. Karo Parisyan by referee stoppage here in round number 1.
Too much. Too strong.
Wow. The minute he got the mount, that, as you said, Joe, was the beginning of the end.
Yeah, Karo, I mean, he's so strong. Having that guy on top of you, very hard to shake him. Let's take a look at the replay. This is where he cuts him with this elbow. Bang, right there. And then the blood starts to flow. Let's take another look at that.
Boom.
Just a grazing elbow, but that was enough.
And the end of the fight. And Mario Yamasaki, good job done with the stoppage.
Just brutal ground and pound.
Yeah, and there's the tap, too.
Yeah.
It wasn't even referee stoppage, it was a tap. It was a tap by Nick Thompson. And Karo Parisyan victorious, 5-1 in the UFC, 23-3 in his mixed martial arts career. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mario Yamasaki has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes 44 seconds of the very first round. For the winner by tap out, Karo the Heat Parisyan.
The elbow opened him up, and the victory goes to Karo Parisyan. And Randy Couture pleased with what Karo was able to do in victory here tonight. 4:44, the official time of the stoppage. Joe has Karo.
All right, I'm here with the winner, Karo the Heat Parisyan. Karo, congratulations. Now, you're coming into this fight. You were originally supposed to fight Matt Hughes for the title. You got injured. Is it frustrating for you going from a title fight to a preliminary bout like this?
Pretty much. It messes with your head a little bit, but Thompson's a tough guy, and I didn't get mad, which was the plan to get the welterweight title of the UFC, but I'll work my way up again.
All right, talk us through the replay. Look up on the big screen. Talk us through some of the action here.
I just put the heat on him. That's all I wanted to do. I just want to beat him up bad and possibly get a cut or a submission, but he's a tough guy, and it took me a little while, but I still got it, and thank God I got the victory again.
Now, like I said, you were originally slated to fight Matt Hughes for the title. Now you see BJ Penn in the mix and George St. Pierre. Is this frustrating for you, and do you want to assert yourself at the top of the 170-pound division?
I want to send a message to Matt and St. Pierre. I'm good buddies with St. Pierre, pretty good with Matt and BJ. The heat's back. I'm always going to be here, and when I do this, that means turn up the heat, and it's going to get hot in here pretty soon. One more thing. I like this 10 Planet Jiu-Jitsu, Team Freedom, Manly Gaburian, Gene LaBelle, Neil Melanson, and I dedicate this fight to April 24, 1915, to the Armenian Genocide. Thanks, everybody. God bless.
Karo the Heat Parisyan, folks.
I'll tell you what, he is as likable a young man as we have in this sport, and we have a lot of class acts. The Heat is up here in Anaheim, and he wins in the first round. Congratulations, Karo.